forgot to change the title. Because we are definitely completing book 4. But it's fine. I'm just gonna trust that it did actually post on Threads. Even though it gave me that failed to load post glitch again. Alright, let's jump in. I believe my brawler is already level 38. I don't remember where I left my brawler. Here. Cool.
By Durin's beard, this is unthinkable.
And then I need to go
What do you need?
Arnhad. I think I'm gonna do the instance first thing and then see how much time is left after that.
How can I be of service?
Not really sure what I'm gonna do with the remaining time. I'm going to exactly 1 hour and 38 minutes. Give or take. I guess maybe I can do some crafting. I think I have mastery on cook and farmer. I really not looking forward to trying to get mastery on journeyman again because it didn't go very well last time if I recall. Did I go the wrong way? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Because why wouldn't I?
What do you need? Might you spare a moment of your time? There is an evil power at work.
An ancient evil, a corruption of the very nature of Middle-earth, threatens to spread its vile poison throughout the Troll Shores. This evil must be thwarted before it can be brought to bear against the hidden vale of Rivendell.
I am troubled by these tracks.
Why? I'm gonna get down here in the thick of it. Which one's the one I'm targeting? Oh. Okay.
Danger is near, friend.
Brawler really goes crazy. Come here.
Let us continue.
Oh, I didn't know there was another one.
there is an evil power at work.
That's so rude. Couldn't tell if there was another. That looks like it's moving and it makes me nervous. Oh, nope. Let me up. Why am I stuck? Oh, that was weird. Water. Okay, I will drink some water. Excuse me. Oh. Legolas, I was hydrating. Can you just wait? This is going to be a tough one because he's going to summon a bunch of those branches. hate these things.
We are nearing the source of the evil.
Come back here. You're not getting out of this. Oh, that little spin. Oh my goodness, a raid? Pink Katie, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, welcome in. I'll get you a shout out after I defeat this guy. Welcome in, everybody. What were you playing and did you have fun? Oh, fun. I'm on Angmar now. Did you have any specific goals for today? Did you accomplish them? Oh, goodness. Let me get you that shout out. Thank you again and welcome in.
Dread has passed, but the memory is evil.
Warning, Gandalf's about to yell at us.
How can I...
Legolas pursued the Nazgul and hindered his plans to ally with the Wood Trolls. But the Ringwraith escaped. The Nazgul must be found, for he is certainly aware that the One Ring has entered Rivendell, though it is hoped that Elrond's vigil keeps him blind to the secret ways. As long as one of the 9 remains abroad, we cannot hope to leave Rivendell, for neither the ring nor the ring bearer would pass safely beyond the bounds of the Troll Shores.
How'd it go with the Wraiths? What class are you playing?
What can I do for you?
Let me see here.
Stay a moment.
Ooh. I've heard Lore Master is good against Wraiths, though. That's why I was wondering. Yeah, I think they might have nerfed the Wraith spawns a little bit too much. Which is good for the people who are playing classes that maybe weren't as good against the Wraiths by themselves, but not so great for the people who are. Maybe in the future they can balance it back out. But I hope you still had fun. My vault is now full. Hopefully there's something I can take out, but it doesn't seem like there. Oh, I can get this. I don't need to store that. Okay, so that's book 4 done. I need to find something to do with the next hour. Yeah, I definitely think the Wraiths, there's like a threshold where if you're between like level 10 and 30-ish, they're kind of a big problem depending on the class. I've never had an issue with Wraiths on my brawler, but I was playing a Blue Line Hunter on Mordor, and for a long time I was really struggling with them. But to be fair to the game, I also found out at level 30 that I had been using a level 8 bow since level 8, and that was likely why I was having a lot of trouble with a lot of things. I do think that they definitely built the Wraiths to be something you would take on with other people, which is a fun thing, but also kind of a troublesome thing if you don't necessarily have other people that you're playing with. It puts a lot of pressure to find people, which not everyone is into. I am really glad they took the Wraiths out of instances, though, because that was gnarly. Yeah, I didn't even know. Somehow it missed my attention that I had never gotten a better bow. I just assumed that it was the game and not me. I think they took it. I know they took it out of solo instances. I don't know if they took it completely out of all instances, But I remember there were notes about them saying they won't spawn in a solo instance. This is the first legendary server I've played on ever, other than I guess technically Mordor's the first and then Angmar's the close second. But I've had a lot of fun with them. And I've also advanced further in the game than I ever have before. Because I was a long time, like, casual player where I would come and do, like, I would play in the starting area for, like, a day and then lose interest for months and then play in the starting area for, like, a day over and over and over again for years. The furthest I ever got before I started streaming was, like, maybe level 20, if that. And then I had been making really slow progress in the game up until August. Well, I guess I'm still kind of making slow progress in the game. But I've had fun really getting into the meat of things. Yeah, I agree. I sometimes felt like silly for not advancing in the game, but then I remembered the whole point of video games is to have fun. So any way you want to approach any game, whatever interests you is perfect. I know Breland like the back of my hand because I spent so long there for so many years. I only recently became a VIP, like literally on July 31st. For the first time ever, I'd never, I mean, I'd put money into the game, but I'd never subscribed. As far as how long I've been playing the game, I would say probably since, on and off, give or take, probably since 2013-ish. Maybe a little bit before then. A lot of the MMOs that I played, I kind of discovered like one after the other because I would hyperfixate on one for like a few weeks and then I would kind of be looking for something new and I'd happen to find the next one from playing the previous one. How long have you been playing the game? Wow, I've encountered a lot of people who have played since released, and I just think that's really cool to have found the game so close to the beginning and see the way that it's grown so much. Because even by the time I started playing Latro, from what I can tell, it had what I would refer to as like a facelift, where the graphics were updated from launch, some of the storylines were updated from launch. So much of the game was already added to it by the time I came in. And I think it's really cool to see people that love something so much that they stuck with it for so long, and I really admire that. I know sometimes we all got to take breaks cuz I have games that I was with from the beginning that I took big long breaks from as well. Um and I think it's important to let yourself take a break and then still love that thing, and when you come back to it feel good about coming back to it. I think that's really important for anyone with anything, but particularly with games. It's really interesting to take a break from a game and then come back and see a new feature that's been added or like a whole new UI, which can sometimes be, I think, a little intimidating and a little nerve-wracking. It's like, this game does not look like it did when I left it. But I also think it can be really interesting to, you almost get to relearn the game in a way, and I think that's a really fun thing to do. I've been marked AFK, but I'm here. Yeah, I could imagine a lot of the times when I've taken a break from the game, it has been when something changed that was aggravating, to say the least. Anytime that there's a jump in difficulty in any game, I tend to go, okay, I'll come learn that when I'm ready. And then sometimes, another feature will come out, or a specific area, or just anything that'll pull you back in. And then you'll kind of be in a better headspace to then approach that stuff that maybe seemed a little daunting. Now I'm nervous about Mordor. I think the furthest I've ever been, let me see. The furthest I've ever been, like, wandering naturally, is probably Erijin. Yeah, I would say that's true. Because I remember one time I bought one of those, like jump to level 50 things in the store just because I was interested in it. And then I was level 50 on a character for a day. But I had to go do the epic quests to actually get into Moria. And this was back before they had the on-ramp system. And I had bought the level 50 thing at level 5. So I ended up going back and going through some of the epic quests up till about what's that instance with in the Barrow Downs, I think, over here. Whatever instance takes you into, I don't think it might be. But because now I was level 50 doing the like level 20 content, I lost interest pretty quickly and then never advanced in the game that far again. So it's been really fun on the legendary servers to start a new character with kind of a projection into exactly how far I'm going to advance. It's taking a little longer than I thought it would, but it's been fun. Yeah. Oh, it's a good, because immediately the way you were describing it, I was like, I don't think I want to go to Mordor, and I'm glad that they got rid of that because it sounds complicated. I think sometimes a game will get an idea for a system and they'll think this will be a fun feature, and then they'll implement it and they're like, oh, it's actually not that fun. I think that's kind of what happened with the Wraiths a little bit. They had this idea for what they wanted to do with the event, and when they launched it, it was okay at first. Like the first day or two that I was playing, maybe it was because I was under level 10, but I only saw a few of them. There were always other people around because there were people everywhere you went on the first couple days. And then all of a sudden, there were so many Wraiths. I was always by myself when they showed up. They were very powerful. And then over time, they finally started to fix it a little bit. I got to a point where I was almost going to just level by crafting because I was scared to kill anything. There was also a point where I was nervous that Wraiths were spawning not just on mob deaths. Like sometimes I would be going through an area on a horse that I rented from a stable master, and I would feel like a Wraith spawned on me just as I was traveling, and that really made me nervous. But I'm glad that that's not the case anymore. I love leveling with crafting. Crafting in LATRO is one of the best. It's one of the best features in the game, and it's also one of the best games with that feature. There's something so good. I specifically love farming, cooking, and then I also grab Forester for the campfires. It's just so good. The collecting the ingredients different ways, being able to find ingredients out in the wild without having to necessarily have a skill to get them. Maybe that's not true. I don't know if you have to be a farmer to collect random stuff you find or not. But it's cool that you can find stuff that you would normally have to plant or buy. Not obviously like in bulk, but I've always wanted to do a playthrough where I absolutely do not do any questing or fighting, crafting only, and see if I could get to the level cap. I've tried it before, but I always got to a point where I would run out of money, and that would be an issue, and then I would be like, well, how am I supposed to get money? Like, even if I sold everything that I had, I still would come up short. So I would love to try to find a way to, like, do a full crafting playthrough that actually works well. Oh yeah, I've been wondering what the shards were for as I've been encountering them, whether it was through drops or farming. I usually get them farming. Um, and I looked into it a little bit on like the wiki. I love the wiki, and I love to use the wiki as a little guide for my progress. But I've never really done much of the gear um, crafting vocation or crafting professions. I always got those two tripped up. Professions are the individual crafting specializations, I guess. And then vocations are now obsolete because you cherry pick. Speaking of, I want to check something really quick before I forget. 9:35, not bad. Oh, interesting. I'll have to keep an eye out if and when I ever get up there and level to improve. Because I have, oh, I believe I have universal toolkits on a lot of my characters, if not all of them. Oh, that's fun. I like that Latro has an official Twitch channel. I think that's kind of unique because I personally don't know of any other games that have like an official Twitch channel where they collaborate with creators and they show off the game. They have some pretty great content over on Latro Stream. It's really fun. And they do a good variety too. In fact, I might, for anyone that is not already, let me figure out how to spell it correctly. They do a good variety of people who like play the game kind of heavy and also people who do small fun things in the game. And there's also, I believe there's one creator that streams on Latro Stream that does plugin information, which I think is really cool. There's a really nice Latro community on Twitch too. I think a lot of the people that play Latro on Twitch are really nice and really friendly. And they're collaborative. There's another streamer. Let me see if I can shout them out too. They do the Slayer Saturdays. Yeah. Okay, I wanted to make sure I get her handle right. I don't know how to type. No, I have to wait 6 seconds. Okay, that's fine. I think it's cool that the community is very inspiring within itself. There's a lot of... Latro has one of the best communities of any game that I've ever played. And then sometimes I'll look at world chat and second guess that. Let me see if this will go through this time. The Green-Eyed Gamer. There we go. Fun. Is there one today? I just realized it is Saturday. What day is it? September. There is. In like an hour. Fun. Oh, I should have said which server it was. Hold on. It is Evernight today. And they're meeting at the stables in Micheldelving. I have not heard of the Tolkien Professor. Let me see. Oh, he's one of the creators on Lacho Stream. That's cool. He definitely sounds like he would be cool. I don't know why I assumed he. Sometimes I gotta check myself. I should say they. Oh, there's a podcast by the same name. That's cool. Oh, that's very, very cool. Okay, I think I've spent enough time standing in the guest rooms. I should find something to do. Perhaps some crafting. Have I done... I have not done this yet. Let me find an oven. I think I'm going for ash branches. Or should I go for hides? Because I feel like I've not had as much luck getting branches. Let me see where the areas overlap. So I want to have 2 tabs open, and for one I'll go ash branches, and then hides. Okay, parts of Breland, Eredlon and the Shire, as well as parts of Lone Lands. And then, okay, levels 13 to 25. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. Oh, I don't think I said anything particularly relevant since that's very, very cool. I just decided I have probably been standing in the guest houses long enough for a stream that's only going to be an hour and 40 minutes, and we're now at an hour and 10. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take myself to Andrath. And I'm going to try to pick up some ash branches. I'm going to turn this on. Are those ash branches? Yes. Oh, there's more this way. I was kind of hoping to go the other way, but I don't want to miss any. Wow, what a weird spot to be in. Now I'll go the other way. I'm gonna work my way up through Breland and the Barrow Downs and maybe head up to the North Downs. Oh, and I'm gonna look at the mini map, which I always forget to do when I'm doing this. I really like Cardolan. It's very rich in the graphics and the colors, and I love areas like this that are covered in these red flowers. They also have a lot of areas that are covered in these purple ones. It's even better sort of more towards Herna and towards where it goes into Swanfleet. I actually played Before the Shadow with this character, so it's kind of a nice little return to the starting areas. I've only been to Lothlorien through the further adventures of Elladan and Elrohir, but from what I have seen of it, it is very beautiful. I think my favorite location, other than I am very much in love with Breland and the Shire because I've spent so much time there, but my favorite region so far well, now I've made it tough because I've mentioned my actual favorites, but I feel like they're only my favorites because I've been there. I guess I could maybe say Swanfleet. I do really like Swanfleet, but I specifically mostly just like Mossword and the Stewart Vales. I don't like being out in the Wade Water doing quests. I do kind of like Llangran over here. I could maybe say that the Stewart Vales is my favorite area. I hope I'm not overlooking a glaringly obvious area that I like. Because the other day somebody asked me who my favorite character was, and I weighed it out in my head and picked a character that I maybe... Well, no, because I do like Thorin Oakenshield. And I believe that was the answer I gave, was that I had a special place in my heart for Thorin Oakenshield. But I forgot Gimli. Gimli's my favorite character. And I, like, acted like he didn't exist. What do I keep selecting over here? It's probably another Restless Longtooth. Oh yeah, I imagine that would be very rewarding to leave like a cave region and arrive in a very beautiful golden wood. I would love to see it in the landscape, but obviously the level cap on the legendary servers isn't that high yet. And I think it'll be a while before I get there on my mains either. I don't think that was the right word to use at the end of that sentence, but I'll stick by it. Strawberries. Yeah, it just says pick up. It doesn't say harvest, so I don't think you have to be a farmer to pick up things that you find in the wild. I don't know why I would have thought that. My main that I do my YouTube series with is on Crick Hollow, and I have a lot of characters on Crick Hollow because I did all of the introduction content. I have a couple of alts. I think I have one on Landreval and one on... Let me see. That's not the right page. I wanted to open this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I knew about the tracking skill, but I wasn't sure if you had to be a farmer to pick them up, and I was pretty sure you didn't, but I didn't want to spread false information. Yeah, I have about, I think, either 9 or 11 characters on, I don't know why I don't know the number exactly. I think it's 9. I have 9 on Crick Hollow, 1 on Landreval, 1 on Arkenstone, and then 1 here on Angmar and 1 on Mordor. And I'm thinking probably maybe about making 1 on Evernight and then 2 on Brandywine. And I have something special planned for the alts on Brandywine because that was the first server I ever played. I don't know why I ever switched. I think I started on Brandywine and then I moved to Arkenstone at some point, and then somehow I landed on Crick Hollow instead. And then Crick Hollow just became my main. Could be. I think some of the streamers I've encountered are on Arkenstone, but I also think some are. I know that Hambidge is on Landreval when he was doing Lotro. I don't know if he still is. And I think I think he's the only one that's on Landreval that I know of, other than now you. I can't remember the other servers that I knew certain people played on. But I think there's like a nice mixture. I wonder, is there a way to come down? Maybe I'll go through the Wildwood. But maybe I won't, because I don't think that's where I want to be for Ash Branches. Wow. I can't imagine. I've never gotten to the level cap in any game ever, except for, I guess, maybe DCUO, but the level cap's only 30, and then there's a lot of quote end game content in DCUO that's really the bulk of the game. DC Universe Online, for anyone that doesn't know about it. But I think it's crazy to see people at the level cap in any game, and I admire that kind of commitment. Sometimes when I'm playing certain games, I'll see somebody turn in a quest, and in one of the games I play, you can see how much XP they get when they turn in a quest, and I'll see them get like 2 million XP and not immediately level up 4 times. And I'm always like, oh my god, that's so much experience. I'm like not even keeping track of how many ash branches. I probably have enough. But I need to get... No, I'm just going for mastery. I probably have enough. Maybe I should turn around. Or I'll go to a workbench right here. I think that's my last chance before I actually get up into the Trestle Bridge area. Although I do really like the North Downs. I had never been there before I went to well, I'd been to Trestle Bridge for that little pop-up quest that you get. But I'd never really explored the North Downs until... That's a forge. Are they only forges or is there a workbench? Are they only forges? So rude. Well, let me just do some math really quick. If it's 8 times 23, 8 times 25 would be 200. Oh, so I don't have quite enough to level up. That's fine. Not level up. I don't know, to get mastery. Everything's a level to me. Just anything is leveling. Always level up. Oh, but then I can also process them into the solid ash board. Oh no. I've never really liked features in games where you can lose a resource that you either put game currency into or a lot of effort into acquiring. There's something about being able to lose a resource that, for me, immediately that would be a year-long break and maybe quit the game entirely. That's why I don't like Minecraft. That's not totally true. I do like Minecraft, but I get frustrated easy and then I have to quit. And I always want to play on peaceful because I'm a baby. I could not imagine losing like 10 gold ingots. Like, imagine if I did all of this and I got all of these ash branches, and as I was whittling down, I guess I lose half of them, but I use them. Using and losing is not the same. I would be upset if I lost them. One thing I've found really enjoyable about Latro is the level disparity between yourself and the landscape. I like going into areas where all the mobs are grayed out. It feels especially like almost rewarding in an area where I was afraid because everything was purple not too long ago. And now they're all afraid of me because I'm purple to them. Probably not actually. But still, I like to think of it that way. Yeah, I think regardless of whether it's a game feature or someone's being like real life creepy, I still think it's really weird to just glom onto someone in a game and ask them that. It's giving very weird energy. I think some games also have like inherently toxic communities. And if you're someone that comes from a more wholesome place, those games are not as fun. And I don't even mean like wholesome, like family friendly or innocent. I just mean like if you're someone who just has a genuine interest in playing the game and you enter into a community that's very hateful and uncooperative and doesn't want to help new people or wants to eat, like, it's just weird to play a video game and run into people who like don't know how to be a person. Where's the workbench? I came all the way here. There it is. Okay. Sometimes that's why I end up taking a break from games, because I'll try out a new feature that other people have been playing for a long time. And if people aren't that accommodating, it immediately makes the feature not that fun. Especially when it comes to like player versus player or just collaborative stuff in general. I've had some incidents is a strong word. I've had some times where I went to try something new and I didn't know what I was doing. And rather than trying to help me, people were yelling at me. I should put yelling in quotes, like they were using all caps and very aggressive about it. I know. Luckily, I still can... Oh, for a second I thought that was from a player character. So I was confused about what it could possibly be. But it's a brawler quest that I will probably do not today, but I'll leave it up for a second. I can get some lumps of wax and process those boards a little further if I can remember. Oh, he's right here.
What do you need?
Yep. My class trainer heard that I'm level 39. From who? I don't know. Maybe from the supplier. Lump of wax. And then how many do I want? If I close this, isn't gonna... Okay. I want 21. Oh, I get a point. I don't know what anything in the brawler skill tree does. I don't know how to read. But I've noticed that brawler, it really doesn't matter what you put your points into. you're still gonna kick serious butt. I've just been mowing mobs and wraiths alike down. Oh, I should get some yew branches as well. Because getting mastery on that did not help me with this. I just I just learned about the store search feature today or yesterday as well. It's Alt F, I believe. Yeah, because Control F is that, which I don't want to see. Let me go up. Do you have any swift
What do you
travel?
need?
No. Because why would you do that? I'm going to turn this off until I get to Kingsfell. Because that's where the yew branches are. Well, hold on. Are they in the Wildwood too? Because maybe I'll explore that. Yew branches. No. Do I have any? I don't have enough. I wonder if maybe I shouldn't do this right now. I can find a safe space. I think I'm way over level for any area in this to not be a safe area. We'll see how far I get in the next 6 minutes. Ignoring the ash branches. Maybe I'll just set myself on the bridge and be prepared to get my yew branches. Or I probably could have and should have gone back to Breland to do this brawler quest, but for some reason I'm very fixated on the crafting. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna go past Esteldin. I spent so much time here in the North Downs on this character. Kind of crazy that I ever came back. I did like all of the quests in both of the orc encampments. And somehow still didn't end up all that far ahead of my Mordor character. Oh no, not the raid in the last few minutes. But welcome in, everybody. Celtic Hugs, thank you for the raid. And Gingimir, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Don't get too comfy because I'm gonna end soon. I don't think I should turn there. But we can find somebody to raid together. It'll be fun. We'll keep the party going. Okay. I'm here at the bridge, and I'm gonna set myself at the end for the next time that I play, which might not be until next weekend, if not even a little longer than that. But let's see. Oh, Jay's still playing Warhammer. That'll be someone good to raid. I think you guys will like him a lot if you're not already following him. Jay. Oops, oops, oops. He is playing Warhammer. It'll be fun. Oh, I think I started the raid too soon. We should maybe wait. It'll be fine. It's just a minute. I think it's almost time. Thank you everybody for hanging out and stopping by. And I hope you have fun over in Jay's stream. Thank you for watching and hopefully see you soon.